So, all right, guys, welcome to another exciting episode of the Lapotee Show. Like I keep telling you guys, I don't always do this alone. I always have with me some fine panelists always here, and we do it together. Today, we're going to have another interesting topic or another conversation. But like I keep saying, I'm not going to do it alone. So, just by my immediate right, as usual, we have the man Nayo with me. Nayo, say hi. Let's go.
Yo guys, what's up? It's your man Nayo in the building, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. And just by Nayo, we have Tanji. Tanji is not new to you. Tanji, say hi to the people. Let's go.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us again.
Yeah, and I have my own brother with the same name, Jay here. So Jay, say hi to them. Let's go.
Hi.
Okay, and then just in the corner, I have another beautiful lady here. Say hi to them. Let's go.
Hello. Thanks for joining.
Okay. So just let me find out. So how was your weekend? How was the weekend for you guys, or how was your week?
Yo, my week was good.
And what about you? Anything special?
It was really hectic, up and down, but
Okay.
nothing really special.
Nothing really
but
special.
yeah.
Okay, don't worry. We'll talk about something special.
Yeah.
Jay, what about you?
Cool.
Okay. What
Not
about
bad.
you? Not bad. Okay. All right, guys. So I think in one of our previous episode we had a topic that we're talking about. I think controversial relationship question, and I think we didn't finish with that. And there are some questions that I still want us to touch on today. So I want us to ask: do you guys think body count matters when you want to date a person? Body count
For dating or for marriage?
in relationship. Let's put it that way. Body count.
Okay.
Does a person's body count matters?
No to me.
To you, no. What about you, Nayo? What do you think? It's a no. What about you?
It's so complicated because the truth is that somebody will never tell you, as long as they know who you are.
They will not tell
The
you.
person, they will never tell you the truth, or they would tell you the truth, but it depends. If you say it's 100, I wouldn't, of course, you see.
You wouldn't. If the
But
person says 100, you
the
wouldn't.
number-
So that means body count matters. That's the
numbers-
point.
Yeah, the numbers matters for
Mhm.
sure.
Okay.
But the reason why I said no is because nobody is going to be honest. Like, if you really want to keep you. If I've slept with 200 women, do you think I'll tell you 200 women? I will still say I slept with only 5 women.
So that's where the issue of honesty comes in. Nobody actually tells. So what happens if the person happens to find out later in the future? You understand me? It's not like nobody goes about. It's not something that people goes about telling. But do you think it matters?
Sometimes you need to lie you need to lie for the love
For the relationship to
show.
work.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we are not truly
Honest
honest
to
with
ourselves, yeah.
ourselves sometimes, because we just want you to be happy. Maybe, for example, after giving birth you look fat. Do you think I'll tell you look fat?
No.
I'll
Okay.
still give you the praises you need just to make you be all right. But you see, I lie to you just to make you feel comfortable.
Oh, okay.
So sometimes we have to lie just because we love the person.
Ooh. Anyway, what do you think? Do you think body count matters when you are dating a person, when you are going to a relationship? Does body count matters to you?
So what he says body count is how many people somebody has slept with.
So far as
that's
I'm concerned,
body
that's what the
count.
word body count means. The first time I heard the
No.
word body count, I didn't know what it means. So
No.
it doesn't matter. Body count doesn't matter. So when you want to date a person, it doesn't matter how many people they've slept with, whether it's 100 people, 200 people.
No. I don't think it's necessary for me to know.
So body count doesn't matter.
No. I don't think it's necessary.
You know, let me say this. I have to be honest with you. I believe as guys, when every guy wants to date a lady, let me not generalize, let me say some guys, every guy wants to believe that the lady is dating is an angel. Yet they want the lady to be a devil in bed. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I come in. I'm saying that these things are there, the body count. It's important to you, but you don't want to know. Because the moment you know, then you start thinking, you start going haywire. She slept with this number of people. She slept with this number of people. That's what I'm asking you guys. It's something you don't know, but do you think it matters? You don't want to know, but does it matter? If you get to know, will it matter to you? Let's just say you don't know, but once you begin to know, will it matter to you? Will you feel comfortable?
If I get to know, I will not feel comfortable.
So it matters.
Yes.
Okay.
I will not judge you by your past. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter. Like, we all have secrets in our cupboard. We
Okay.
came, like, of course, we can't tell our partner everything. You know that, like,
okay.
let's be honest.
Okay.
There are certain things you will never tell your partner. There are certain one night stand you will never tell anyone
person.
because
Okay.
it was really fucked up. Like, you were in the mood and the person didn't perform well, and you are going to like. I'm just giving a scenario here. So yeah, it's not necessary. Like,
It's not necessary to know.
to know.
Okay.
And if I sleep, sorry. If I sleep with a woman and she tells me she slept with only 2 guys, and from how she responds to my sex, I know she's lying. So I don't really care. And I actually love it if you have experience when it comes to sex, so that you don't complain it's too big.
Bro, the point is not about talking about whether I have experience or not. Somebody can have experience from watching,
Yes.
reading books. Someone can have experience with, and you see, then that's the whole thing. When we talk about the body
Experience are
count,
natural.
so when we talk about body count, the thing is, you can have a body count. How is it when it's with one person? Body count, how many times, or different persons? So exactly. So let's say the person has a body count and it's with different person and it's 100 or 200. You are coming to meet somebody you want to marry. Let's say the person is around 30s. It's okay. The person is in their 30s. One person once, multiple times, and you slept with 100 people at the same time. Is it the same thing as when we're talking about the body counts?
No.
Okay. So that's why I'm saying, if you meet a girl and she tells you, oh, I date a guy for once, we slept, like, you will not even concern about how many times she slept with that particular guy before she moved. But the very moment you get to know that, she say, oh, I slept with like 200 men, and she tells you she's like 25 years. Jay, you be bothered. If she's not a sex worker, if that's not what she does at work, you'll be bothered. So Jay, in this case, does it matter or it doesn't matter?
Seriously, I still think it doesn't matter.
So Jay, let me ask you, if you meet a lady, assuming you met a lady and the lady tells you she slept with 200 men, it doesn't matter.
To me, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Okay. Tanji tells me.
Because I believe there is no way maybe she has slept with even more than 400 women. And sorry, normally it's like when somebody asks you your age, we always do what? Reduce
our age.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
football age.
what do you think if I tell you my body count is 5 and it's a lie? So I don't really want to focus there.
It's not a question to ask.
Now the point is, we
The
all.
question is sometimes necessary to ask.
Okay, yeah.
Especially when you are new to this, like you are new to this. We all have asked before.
Yeah,
But
Tanji-
with experience, we realize that
It's not important.
Yes, it's not
Okay,
important.
Tanji wants to
ask.
say something. Yeah.
of course, it's not important, but he said, the question that he asked is that when the moment you realize the body count is 100, is that valid to you?
Yeah.
Or it doesn't matter?
Yeah.
So for me, I would start to consider one thing.
Okay.
In all the 100 people that she probably slept with or he probably slept with,
Okay.
one of them probably is infected.
Good.
Number one, it comes to your health. Do you care about your health? That's important.
Okay.
So you just have to check and look. Okay. I can't have a woman who has slept with more than 100 people.
Oh,
You said, what if later you discover it, that the person slept with 100 people? It's okay. You said it's fine. But you also need to care about yourself. If you know that you don't have any infections, you don't have diseases, so you have to check. Okay, I'm okay. I kept myself for the whole time. And this person with a
100 body
number
count,
of
yeah.
people counts. So what do? You check. You're like, okay, fine, I don't mind. But I think for us, we have to check if we are both okay. We have to do the blood test. And this is where it starts to matter, you see. And if you discover this person is infected and you're okay, are you willing to take that person? Is they like that? Then you have to make a decision, because if future you have kids, you need to know all this. You see, it's not just having a body count to say it's okay, it doesn't matter, we move on. It's just like a normal life at home. You have to, if they are infected, you have to get medication every day, stuff like that.
But you know
You
that
see
there
where
are
it
people
comes
that
from.
only have 2 body count and are
Yeah,
infected.
I know, but
No,
I'm
but,
just saying in the
what
number
about
of
Jake?
100.
Can we look at it this way? We all know that someone who has a higher body count is likely, all things being equal, is likely to have some, because according to what science says or according to what they tell us, the more when you sleep with different people, there's transfusion, things change. You understand me? So when we asked the question first, Jay, you said it doesn't matter, but sometimes I get from where you're coming from. I don't know whether it's got something to do with your religious background or something like that, but you are that kind of person, you don't like to judge people for so many reasons. But
Yeah.
have you looked at it from this angle that we are not just talking about what the person did, but the repercussion, what must have followed? Like she just said, the person must have contracted some disease. And sometimes people also have this saying that for somebody to actually have slept with that number of people means the person doesn't have stability. There must be something driving the person to want to sleep with that much people.
Yeah.
Do you think so or not?
Well, you are right, but if personally me,
Yes.
I'm very picky when it comes to women.
Okay.
And I believe in something called STD. Not
Okay.
my STD is sexual transmitted demons.
Okay.
I believe in spirituality. When you have sex with people, it's kind of transferring the aura and
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
So I'm very picky. When me, my side, I'm very picky. But if the connection day and your past is that horrible, who am I to judge you? And if the person energy connects with your energy, what will you do? Will you quit because of her past? You also have men
it's
sleep
good,
with,
yeah.
we sleep with women. Like
What you're saying, I get it. But the point is, the woman is here, you love her, and she tells you after a long time or whatsoever, I have 100. What do you do about that? You said it's okay, we forget about it. Normally, genuinely, you'd sit down and ask yourself, okay, she slept with 100. I had maybe 25. Okay, she's very good and I'm happy and I'm satisfied with her. But the questions still come. Is she healthy? Is she okay? Is she mentally okay? When did she start? You start asking her, when did you start? With a genuine mind, not that you're trying to manipulate the person
Yeah.
or whatsoever. You start, when did you start? You start getting concerned. Is that an addiction?
Yeah.
Although she's good, she's perfectly, you start asking her.
Yeah.
And I find you care for her. That's number one.
Yes.
Because you care, you're going to start asking her questions. Not because you're trying to intimidate her
Yeah.
and figure something out. No, because you're trying to figure what caused everything. And then you're going to start to look, okay, I appreciate you in my life, but what do we do now? We have to go and do the test and check, okay,
Exactly.
we're going to have kids later. Are our kids going to be healthy? If there's something that we need to do already, we can do it. I'm open for it. That's good. This is where I'm coming from to say
But
it
I'm
matters at the end of the
confused.
day.
I'm confused. Why? Because why will you just all of a sudden tell me your body counts without me not asking?
Yes,
it
yes,
is
that's
not,
the question
and
I'm
that's the thing,
asking.
it is not something that people tell. But I believe anytime you meet someone and want to go into relationship, they know certain things about them in their past. They feel like it's horrible. So sometimes they want to come playing with you. You understand me? So if the person considers that 100 body count to be something that is, oh, it's not even normal in the first place. Or I mean, let's put like, we know that, of course, people date different. But even you as a human being personally, there's a number. If you're having sex and you hit them like, wow, I have overdone it. You understand me? So even yourself in your head, you feel like, oof, do I really have to tell this guy this something so that he's still okay with it? You understand me? Have you found yourself in a situation while you are with a person and they end up opening up something to you later and you ask them, but why didn't you tell me this from the beginning? Maybe if I'll be concerned or I'll still go further, I know. But now you got me like in 6 and 7.
Well, we all relate to issues differently,
Okay.
but I'll be angry if all of a sudden you come that you want to open up. I don't want to know. That's me, I don't want to know.
I don't
if
want
I
to
want to
know.
I'll ask you.
No.
Okay.
If only you don't have any sickness, what should I know?
And if I meet you, I'm not going to have sex with you without condom till we reach that certain level. So once we reach that certain level, you don't have to tell me what you have been through. If you didn't tell me then.
But Jay, do you believe when you want to be with somebody like, let's say, for life partner, there are certain things that you expect that now that you guys are going deeper to build a family, they should let you know?
Bro, are you
No, I'm
really-
just asking.
Yeah, but
believe that?
I'm also trying to ask you,
Okay.
are you really sure that we tell our partner everything?
We don't.
Even if we are getting mad
but
serious.
here's the thing. That's why I'm saying when you really, really want to get serious with someone, there are certain things that have happened to you that you feel like, oh, they should know, because at the end of the day, sometimes finding it out from a third party makes it even worse.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying,
There
Jay?
are situations like that, but not body count.
Not body count.
Because everybody has X.
Okay.
There are situations like if you have past sickness in your family, you didn't tell me, that's wrong.
Okay.
But for sleeping with and if we have been having sex for so long and now you're telling me you used to be a prostitute, to me it's a turn off. That I'll have to leave you. But it's better we keep it that way.
So you say it's a turn off because it's not something you like. She didn't tell you. You end up finding out from a third party, like, this guy you are dating used to be a hoe, or let's be like a prostitute by then. How would you feel?
Best
She didn't tell
advice,
you.
don't listen to friends.
You don't always listen.
Because people always can exaggerate just to break up
But it could not be
something.
exaggeration.
you
It could
don't-
actually be the
because
truth
it's
that
a
you
friend.
don't
It's
know.
a friend that
If
you
I'm
know.
happy, if I'm happy in a relationship and you come to tell me something that will make me unhappy, do you like me?
No.
Okay.
Let's be real. we
no,
want
because-
the truth. We always say we
Yeah,
want the
No,
yeah,
no.
they
but
love
we don't
you.
deserve the truth always.
They
like
love
that. We
you.
want it.
People are different. If it's me and I know you're a woman from far, I'll come and tell you, my brother, how long have you known this person? And ask you, I genuinely appreciate you, but do you know something like this about her?
But you
This
know,
is
we
how
just
I know her.
conclude.
My sister.
We Africans, we just conclude
I
without
don't.
knowing
Me,
the
I'll
situation.
tell you. You know why? Number
Why?
one, because I care about you. If I know you and the relationship, and you want to marry this person, I'm happy. Wait, I'm happy for
people
you.
change.
But no, people change.
You
But
talk.
wait, I'm talking about this lady was a prostitute. Then maybe I know for sure she is not even telling you, or you don't know. I just ask you, my brother, this is what I know about the woman. Wait, why? Because I care about you, not because I want to destroy you. Because I care that you will have children, but I know this woman. You know, it's better to protect than to see and to say, Tenji, you knew about this. And I say, yeah, I knew because I care about you. I had the same experience. Somebody got angry and mad at me. You should have told me. If you cared about me, you should have told me. I would
Yeah,
have
what
done
you
something
knew,
about
yeah,
it.
of
You know,
someone.
but like I'm
My
a mess
sister.
now.
Okay.
And I regret it my whole life.
Oh,
I should
okay.
have said something.
You're right.
So from experience, that's why I'm saying
It's
that.
from
Okay.
experience,
You see?
but
So,
sometimes
Jay, now you want to say something?
Yeah, I wanted to say that
Yeah.
In most cases, also when it's body count of how many boys she has slept with and so, it's not important to know. I mean, it's really not important to know because she has had exes, and then we all had exes. But in the in the aspect of health, like she said, okay, that can be considerable, you know, because that is now means now something else, you know, in aspect of health. But in aspect of normal life, judging the person. I mean, I think you trying to judge this person or crucify this person because of her or his
Number of body count.
No, man, no. This is
So,
the
so
past.
Jay, I will come to you, but let me say something. This has got nothing to do with crucifixion. Like I'm saying, there are certain things that when somebody tells you, you know it's outrageous. Like in terms of the number that we are talking about, we all know that before you meet someone, there are certain age, you know, that most people have dated, done things in the past. But then maybe I am saying 100. What if the person says they've slept with 500 people at the age of 20 or 25, and you are meeting them, different guys, 500? Wouldn't you find it to be that strange? Because it only takes somebody who is not mentally stable and a whole lot of things to have some number of body count. Nobody is saying when you date people, you don't sleep with them, things happen. But even that person will feel guilty, like, this number is not normal. I think I better tell this guy, if he's walking away, he walks away now, than finding out later for him to turn his back on me.
now I fuck you raw if they come tell me.
No, Jay.
didn't hear that.
It is not a matter of now that you slept with the person wrong. No,
like
Jay,
you're trying
Jay. No. It got to the extent the person realized that, you are really deep into them more than they thought, and you realize this thing is going way deeper. It's going to be something very serious. You're going to settle down as family. Like, okay, this is something about me that I feel like if somebody should come from behind and tell this guy, he might have a change of mind. So why don't I tell him now? See his reaction. If he's okay with it, fine. Then we are now settled. When he gets to know, then he takes a different decision. What do you think, Jay? That's what we're talking about.
Sorry.
It's okay.
What was the question again? Sorry.
I am saying the person has has a lot of body counts, and the person feels like this is something that if they don't tell you, and at a point in time you find out now that things are getting serious or way deeper, it is something that might turn you up. So better they want to tell you and see your reaction before you hear it from a third person.
My opinion, right?
Yeah.
Before I go into relationship, I make investigation about the girl before I even step in. Before I even step. So I know what I'm coming from. Because I know you'll not be honest about the numbers. So my opinion is different. If you are asking me to tell you my opinion, if you have slept with 100 people, I know already.
Okay, so let's just assume you made your investigation. Your investigation doesn't go well. They tell you the number is 50. You find out the number was 300. How will you still proceed?
If there are certain number, if I get to know, I know the type of woman I'm dating.
Okay.
If they say, oh, she dated 2 boys, I know the type of woman. Oh, she dated like 50 boys, I know, say, oh, or you say.
So
You get
that
it,
means the number counts.
Wait,
So
wait,
the
you know,
boy
like,
number count.
Wait,
but if I don't want it, I'll not come. Do you get my point? If I know you have slept with 500 people before I'm coming, I knew it. I don't care. I came.
And let me not catch you in. I think Tanju was saying something earlier on that said that if he has a certain information about someone, he knows. And the person is getting married to someone, he's going to tell the person. And you say you don't want to know. But you see, it takes someone who is close to you to want to give you some information. Let's just say the woman that you are trying to marry, take it, maybe your father used to be a businessman. He travels. He goes places. So probably the lady might be coming from one of the places that he used to go to, his businesses, and then he gets information about the person. Your dad being your dad and telling him to tell you, you won't ask your dad why is she telling you something about your woman, because that is somebody close to you.
The
So it
information-
takes somebody close to you sometimes to tell you something, and you won't ask
information-
why is the person telling
You
you.
know people really talk, so you should know who you take information from.
So you think somebody
So,
like
for
your dad, like I
example-
used,
Wait,
is
wait,
gonna
I want to say
You
something.
said
here. Wait.
something about there was one girl you did it. How close were you guys?
Very close.
Very
exactly.
close. I wouldn't like to be in the bad side of love when it comes to the storytelling. Like, for example, I saw you sleeping with someone, and I'll come and tell this girl that you were sleeping with
No, but it
someone.
depends on the
And-
relationship
No,
you
it
have
depends
with
on
the
the
person
relationship.
I want to-
before you
wait,
go
wait, I
say
want to-
something.
I can't do
still,
that. Even if you are
haven't
my
you-
brother, I can't do that.
Haven't you
Because
experienced
later
you
I will
being the
be a
third
third
person?
person.
Yeah.
No,
You
this
be
is
the-
what.
Even if you are my
Jay,
brother,
let's
I will
brother
not.
If the story went other way around, do you think the girl will
It's
not say bad
we're,
thing about
we're
you?
talking
Wait,
about
wait,
body
I-
count at that point, and I say he mentioned that if she was a sex worker, and I know for sure this person is a sex worker, if he slept with one person, I know I wouldn't care because it's just one. But what's important, if I know that I think this is serious. You can't. It's a normal
Jay,
person.
some information
cannot,
can make you or break you.
Yeah.
So
why-
what you're saying for you, when you make up your mind about person, if you find out the person was a serial killer
don't
before,
care.
you don't even care.
I don't care. Since I'm not dead. I don't
Yeah,
care.
but the fact that you don't care, what action do you do afterwards?
Yes, now that's what I'm saying. Let me not get lost in my
Diverse,
thoughts.
no.
So there are situations whereby you like we are that close and you tell me this, and later we get married and now we are saying that you are a hater. Haven't you ever experienced that before?
Yes,
No,
me-
you haven't. That's why you think it's cool that you
Me,
can
I've
tell people.
experienced them
And
before.
people change. Even Jesus really likes women. There was correct me if I'm wrong. There was a prostitute who used his and people were telling Jesus, hey, she is a prostitute. So there should also give you a scenario about what we're talking about. Like, you don't have to think because she is a prostitute, she can't change. She can't.
People
Maybe
change.
it was a
I
situation
didn't talk
that
about they
pushed her
don't
there.
change.
We're
I'm
not
talking about
them.
people
we
not
don't,
changing.
We don't ask, we just conclude.
No,
This-
that's the
this
thing.
woman
That's
is
the
a
thing
prostitute.
about what I'm
Some
saying.
Africans, yes.
Right? That's what I'm saying. It's not about, I'm saying the person did not change. But because I care about you, I'll tell you. And I know the person changed, of course. I don't deny that. But the fact is, do you know? What do you do about it? Do you check? You care? I don't know. You care about the person. You love them. that's okay. But do you care for your health and that person's? Feel like maybe he was like a psycho, has a psychology problem, and you don't realize it. But then if I tell you, you start realizing, no, but you're right. I've noticed something. I think she needs help.
Exactly.
Then you finding yourself in the pit where nobody can take you out, and then later I'll be like, I thought you knew.
I think-
That's
But I
not
understand
care.
you.
This is where
Okay.
I'm coming
Now you
from.
wanna
I
say
understand
something.
your point.
Yeah.
I understand your point, but I'm one person who always understands everyone's point because I put myself in their shoes and see how they see it. So I understand your point. And my point too, if you try to be on my side, you will understand my point too. So
Yeah.
you might be right, you might be wrong. In some situation, let's say I tell you something that I was really wrong to tell you. I'm not supposed to tell you. Even though I love you, I have to keep that's what I'm saying. People change, as we said.
All
it's
right.
not necessary. Okay.
All
I
right,
think
so now
if we are starting up a relationship, that doesn't really matter. But at the point where she comes up to open up to me because it's getting serious, first I will appreciate her
the fact that she
her honesty.
yeah.
Then now it now applies carefulness. I mean, for the health, So at this point, I would like us to go check up,
Yeah, and
do tests.
necessary. Yeah,
The necessary- So, but I am not going to break up with her if she is medically okay. I'm not going to leave her because of the body count. If she's medically okay and we are connected, and I mean, we are connected, I love her. So if she's okay medically, I'm not going to break up because of the body count. Yeah, it sometimes it can break you and it can disturb you because if you don't know, maybe even some of your guy has slept with her probably, Yeah, it can break you though. But if you are standing with her and standing for her and standing out of your love, then it is not that bad. If
So
it's medical, okay.
So if I get you right, so your point is, once the person opens up and tell you, that is much appreciated, and the person not coming
Exactly.
forward to say it. So
Exactly.
that's the point of what we're saying. So
Most
in other words, what
appreciated,
it
and then we
means,
go for test.
it matters. If we say it matters, it doesn't mean that just because you find out you have to leave the person. But the fact alone that the person opened up to tell you, it's something that matters. If
It
I'm
matters.
right, yeah.
And when we talk about making investigation, like in my land, in my tribe, before we get married, your family investigates this girl and her family. So it is normal that someone will walk up and tell you or your family that, oh, this girl, she was this and that and that and that, because you're making an investigation, you're asking.
Let's calm down. We are now in Europe. You understand me? And I'm sure probably most people that are getting married, sometimes
but
they
in
you
Europe,
don't
if
even
you
have
ask
time to
questions-
go and make all those investigations. Like I'm saying, you understand
But
me? People go
there's a
to
mention
places.
here
People
of-
change their IDs. People change.
Yeah.
Sometimes someone wants a new start, a fresh start. They change certain things.
Here,
So
there's
I
a
think the
mention,
most
there's a
important
set
thing
of
is
investigating.
the
That's
most
what-
important thing is the person opening up to you on something like this rather than you finding out on yourself.
If you guys are talking about health issue,
Yeah.
after you find out, you have to do
Not
health.
even
No.
health, Jay. Not even the health. The point we are trying to say is that there's a number of body count. You feel like the person, the moment somebody have something is actually not right somewhere.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
understand you.
stability. You understand me?
understand
Like Tanji said, and you also said, your main concern run to the health issue. Somebody else will sit back and say that, once a person reaches this body count like 200, no. Do you know there are some people, they go like, when I get angry, I feel like going to sleep with somebody else. When I don't have money, I have to sleep with somebody else to get it. Then you begin to understand, and it's not more about the kind, like something is not right somewhere.
Yeah.
That is why it's now become a reason why it's like that.
From your point of view,
Yeah.
you are making a lot of great sense.
Exactly.
But when I was trying to correct you guys from the health sector, like maybe after you find out, you go for health checkup. I think the lady is evil. Why? Because maybe we have been sleeping with condom, but we kissed. And now you're telling me about this, and I'm going to check up. Like, it's already say Bibia when you did that. Like, you already-
And that's the
Oh,
point.
at the line.
If the person should
I'm not
even
wrong.
wait,
Yeah,
if the
yeah.
person
So-
should even wait to tell you when you have kids, it means the person wants a situation whereby you know that you are trapped. you don't have anywhere to go now. Or like, so even if
So
I
feel
tell,
like
you understand
you
me?
trapping me means you mean bad. You mean evil.
All right, guys. So like I keep saying, this is the Lapotee channel, the Lapotee show, and today we are discussing about controversial relationship questions, and we are talking about body count in a relationship. As you guys can see, my panelists here are making some very interesting points, and we are still discussing, and still we are here. So, guys, I'm still listening. So yeah, you were saying something before.
Damn, I'm lost in thought.
You are lost in thought. Okay. All right, guys. You have something else to say?
Yeah, I just want to clarify again because you said after you slept with the person you're protecting, but fine, you're thinking, okay, fine, I was protecting the whole time, but then what comes now? I'm still going to sleep with her, I'm gonna marry her and whatever, and then we're gonna sleep. But then, am I going to be fine with 500 people behind her? You're normal, you're a human. This is one thing that will just generally come. And you'll be thinking, what do? I love it. Then you just have to start doing that. These are the things that you do because you care for the person. If you don't care for the person, probably you won't have future with them. You can just say, no, 100 people or 500. It's too much. Then or you just like a part-time thing you're doing
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
And
The-
the thing won't last long.
Yeah, the truth is, I believe we all don't want to know, but there's a certain number that when we hear it breaks our hearts. You see,
Yeah.
that's the way I see it. You know how, like let
That's
me
why I'm
let me
saying
use
I don't want to know.
exactly. I have found myself in a situation whereby someone, like, when you are with a girl, you want to see her to be an angel, but yes, you want her to be a devil in bed, and then she tells you, oh, I am a bad girl. Like then you're like, I don't want to know. I want to see you as an angel. When you're with somebody, I guess you don't want to see the person to be that evil, but you want them to bring that evil part of them when it comes to you get what I'm
you're
saying,
right.
Jay? So that's what I'm saying. We don't want to know these things, but the moment we hear it, it breaks our heart. You see
And
what
why
I'm
do
saying?
you want to know?
And that's what I'm saying. Curiosity. You don't want to know, but the moment you know, it breaks your heart. I'm right or wrong?
Yeah, like if you don't, I mean, we all know that when the moment you know, it breaks your heart. That's why I said from the beginning, I don't want to know. I don't.
You
care.
know
It's
how
not
you don't go
important.
looking for information, my information come looking for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, Jay?
Yeah.
Something you don't want to know. Somebody say, but you this guy where everybody chop him. You know how like the Africans are. Tell him this guy, everybody for the
The thing
area
is that
enter. You understand
the
me?
thing is that
Jay,
if
you
you
won't
get
tell
to
me
know,
that this will not get to you.
Yeah, it will get to me by me knowing. I don't want to know. So are you telling me that your
Exactly.
girlfriend that's not from the hood, do you know what she's doing there?
Yes.
No, that's what I'm saying. You don't want to know, but the moment
Yes.
you get to know, it gets to you.
And that's what I'm saying. As soon as you're about to say, especially if it's someone let's say my wife, and you come to tell me about, I will shut you. I
Shut
don't
you
care.
down. You don't care.
This is not the point you have to tell
Tell me.
At the start is when you're supposed to tell me. Then I'll make the decision if you're the right person or not. But not when we are having family and now you're telling me this. I don't want to know.
So, Jay, to you, the information counts, but it's all depend on as to when someone comes to tell you.
Yes.
So if like
it's from
if
the
the
start is good. As I said, when I'm going for relationship, I send investigators to do their job.
Hey.
So yes. I think,
Okay.
and if those who watch this that knows this will tell you,
Wow,
I'm
okay.
that type of person.
Okay.
I'm very picky. So I've dated a woman who is sorry to. I will not use that word for her, but similar to what you're saying. But I
Okay.
didn't care.
you didn't care.
And
Because you did
do
your
know what's
investigation
funny?
and you knew.
This is diverting from the issue, but the reason why I got connected with her is because when I got close to her, I started making money because she's money girl, and she motivated me.
To make money.
Everybody knows she's money girl.
Okay.
I went in because I want to make money, and
Okay.
I started making money to help her and
Okay.
help myself. It's about how you think and how you process information. Like for example, uniscount mean dating. Like in Ghana, that's if you don't have money, you can't date her.
Okay.
I want to date her because I want to push myself to the limits, and it
make
worked.
money.
So you see, I don't care.
But Jay, the point that I'm trying to make here is there is something, everybody has his or her limit when it comes to things. it might be body count we are talking about, but there's something that maybe when you get to know, like, this one is too much.
Yeah.
This one is too much.
Yeah.
But for you, when it comes to the body count, it doesn't matter.
You're talking about problem. Maybe she has problem with sex addiction. Maybe if you're not there, somebody sleep.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
It's a
It's
problem.
not a body count.
Yeah.
Then we.
But it was true that maybe either it was true that she got the body count, or it's true that she got the body count, or it's vice versa, both ways. That's what we're talking about.
I think if that one comes, if I still love you, I'll just take, because I'm sleeping with you.
That is why I said that from the beginning, you were dating and you never knew about this, and the relationship is getting serious, and she opens up. First, I appreciate that because she is honest now, Then when she open up, it now concerns our health issue or my health issue, and if we then go for a test, and we are medically okay, the both of us,
Then nothing matters.
it doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't matter because already I'm into you.
Okay.
Already we are connected, and it's your past. Yeah, psychologically, it has a kind of impact on us because probably, like I said, maybe one of your friend or somebody you know, a colleague, might have slept with her.
Okay.
Might have been one of these body counts of her, So this is a psychological thing, But it is left for you to know if you can battle this, if you can handle it, or if you can stay. But for me personally, I will stay because I love her.
Okay.
We are connected, and actually, her past for me
Doesn't
matter.
So, all right, guys, we can always agree to disagree. And like I said, this is the Lapotee show. And today we're talking about controversial relationship questions, and we're asking whether body count matters. Now, my panelists here on the show have said what they think or where they stand so far as this question is concerned. But let's move on to the next question I want to ask. So, do you guys think that someone's past matters in a relationship? Before you date a person, do you think the person's past matters?
No.
Okay, no. All right. Why
okay.
do you say no?
No, because even an armed robber can become a pastor.
Okay.
So I can never judge a person by his or her past. Never.
Okay. All right. Now you want to say something?
No, let us say something
Sanji,
first.
you want to say something?
Pastors are something that's I would say important to look at,
Okay.
because past can come with various things.
Okay.
It's either somebody, his action or his words, whatever they say, can affect you or build you
Okay.
emotionally, spiritually, mentally.
Okay.
So the past from someone, whosoever, nobody's perfect, nobody's coming from a perfect family. So everything, whether you grew up properly or whether you had a broken family, it still matters to me.
Good.
I still need to know
Your past.
because what you are going to bring to me, I will know, okay, if you're a broken person, how do we deal with it?
Okay.
If you grew up in a perfect family, you had a normal life, how do I deal with you? Because some men who just don't want to go to work, the parents have done everything for them.
Okay.
They are past that, they've been given everything they need, they just want to see it.
Okay.
It can be something small, it can be something big like sex as well, like we're talking about. So your past matters whatsoever, spiritually, whether it's a spiritual past or whatever, it matters to me. I need to know and see if it fits with me.
Good.
Yeah.
Nayo or Jay, what do you want to
No,
say?
I think I go with
You
what
agree.
she
So the
said.
person's past matters.
Yes, at
Okay.
the start, not when we are in the middle of
Okay.
something.
So for you, your problem is when the person waits till we get to the
No,
middle.
that one
Anything
there.
that matters has to be solved from the
Yes,
beginning. Yeah.
from the beginning, then
What about you, Nayo?
Well, the past for me, I would want to know. I want to know your past so we can manage the present and the future. But your past will not hold me down
Oh, okay.
if it's something that we can actually work on.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. So now let me say. So you say it doesn't matter, and then there's the question I want to ask you. I think normally when you want to date people, like you say, sometimes we try to do investigation to get to know more into them before we settle. So if you say the past of a person doesn't matter, so does that means that you don't have to investigate to find out who the person is before going into a relationship with them?
Let me put it in this way.
Okay.
Once we are in Europe here,
Okay.
meeting someone, how can I do investigation about him or knowing his past?
Okay, but even if we say that the person's past matters, anytime we meet, but I don't know for everybody, but I believe when you meet a person, there are certain questions you will start asking them just to find out who they are in their past. So that is all part of knowing their past, whether it matters. You understand me? Yeah. So what do you have to say right now? You are saying it doesn't matter. So yeah.
Me, the past doesn't matter to me because if the person is a humanizer or a thief, he can change.
Yeah.
Telling me I was a thief, maybe he's a thief, he will not tell me. How would I know?
Yeah. So the thing is, so when you meet someone, will you be interested in finding out the kind of person they are? Will you? You don't like it's all part of knowing someone. Oh, so like even when you meet someone and tell you, oh, I used to be in the football team when I'm school. That's what you know, that he's an athletic person. Oh, the first time I touched cigarette was when I was 10 years that I stopped. So at least the person touched. So it is not to judge, but knowing the past helps you to build the future, to know the way to go with the person. So at this point, do you think there's still a need for you to know about the person's past?
Then you better study for yourself because asking, maybe the person will not tell you the truth.
So the moment the person is not telling the truth, can't we say then that's not an honest person? Because you want to know.
How would you
I
know
told
he's
you
telling the
I
truth
think
or
I
not?
said this from the start. Sometimes we lie to keep the love connected. So you can't. I will not agree with that. Say the person not telling you the truth means he doesn't love you. Sometimes we have to lie because we love the people. So I understand the point she's making. But let me ask you this. So are you trying to tell me if someone like he's a serial killer who kills every ex of his, will you still don't care about that?
No, I will care. Me in a relationship,
Will he?
in a relationship, what really matters about me is the person not harming me. You understand? Not giving me stress. Apart from that, everything is okay with me because you can never control a man.
But that's what he just asked you. If we say someone is a serial killer, this is someone who kills people. You understand me? Exes. If you date someone,
if you break up,
For that one, no.
no. So in other words, so that's what we are trying to say.
For that one, no. For that one, I will not even have the chance to talk to you.
But
okay,
wait.
yeah.
Why do we call them? Why do we call their characters past? Is because it's what they did before.
Yes.
And when it becomes past, when it's past, that means the present is a changed person.
Yes.
So if you say maybe this man was a serial killer, yeah. That was is a past. Maybe
Yes.
today
Have you heard the word once a killer, always a killer? It is something. No.
was
This
last
is
ex
was killed. Yeah.
this is telling me the past. You know what that is too. Are you telling me that?
Bro,
This is the person's behavior. This is the person's pattern. This is the things they used to do. The past inform you to go ahead in the future. You understand me? When you know this person's if someone tells you that in their past, or they say, oh, when I get angry, I break things. You have to know that your television and things in the house, you have to be changing them monthly.
But he or she said, in my past, when I get angry, those days in my past, when I'm so, that means that it was in the past. That means now, when I said when I said, in my past, when I get angry, I break bottles.
Identify past. Yesterday was past.
Yes.
Yesterday was past.
We are talking about issue about yesterday. You think today it won't make a mind to break the TV?
That's a different thing. Wait, when we talk about someone's past, we talk about what their characters before. Not now. I'm not talking about past of yesterday and today, but what this person used to be before and how this person is now. So when the person before is a thief, but today he's a changed person.
Or a pastor.
Or it's a changed person. So he's no longer what he or she used to be.
Can I say something?
Yes.
We've seen situations whereby someone, let me use for example, if someone is conning, it's a con man or a con artist, and they become a pastor, they are using that con tricks that they used to use when they were not pastors. You understand me? So there is always a little bit
Of calling in their life. That means he's not changed. That means he's still the same person. It's not changed.
Yes,
You don't get it.
When we say the past is something that has come and gone.
Maybe I went too further using the word. When someone used to be addicted to something, when they say they've stopped, at a point in time, there's still a little bit of that thing in them that sometimes they may go back to it, not fully. You've seen people who say maybe they are drunkards, they drink. They say they're done with the bottles. Something might hit them very hard before it might let them tip.
It depends on the
And
person.
goes back to the
Exactly.
drink.
It
So the
depends on
point
the
we are
person.
trying, the point we are trying to make here is the past only gets you informed. If the person tells you they used to drink before in the past, you know that something might trigger them to drink. So you know whether if the house, let me start hiding the bottles so that one day they will not pick it.
Yeah.
So
That's
what
why
we're
I
saying.
said from beginning that, the past is good to know because it helps you to maintain the present and build the future.
So
because if you
past matters, that's what you are saying.
of course, I said this from earlier. The person,
You were saying
the
it doesn't
past-
matter. I wish you should have been
I
learning.
said it from earlier. The past matters
Yes.
because it helps you to know the present and also to build the future. It matters. But what I said is that the past, if the past of the person is what I can work with, then there's no need going back if I can work with that. And what I'm trying to say again is that past, when we talk about someone's past character, it's something that he or she used to do before, but today he's no longer doing that way. Yes, and I get to know that he was like this before. So it will also help me to know how to handle things now and in future with the person.
Jay raised a very important point. He said if the person used to be a serial killer. Now let's put the law in place right now. You are with someone who used to be a serial killer. The person got away with it. Now this is one thing you have to know. If the person has not been caught, one day, monkey will go market, will come back. Something will happen and they'll start looking for the person. Now this is somebody you want to build a family, you want to have kids with. Do you want someday when they find out your kids are going to be motherless or fatherless? Because now the law has caught up with the person. So the question I'm asking, to what extent does a person's past matters? Because there are certain things I think when you start finding out, you will advise yourself. Like Jay, when we started, you were saying how certain things doesn't mind. But Jay, look at this scenario I just gave.
Yeah.
In this situation.
That's why I said I prefer I will know it from the start. Then
No,
I'll
so
know what
you
I'm
don't
doing.
know. Jay, you don't know. So in the process now, the person opens up and tell you about this past. Looking at the bad father, maybe you've not had kids with the person. When this thing gets out to the law, the person is going to be jailed. Your children will be motherless and all that thing. Do you think in such a scenario, and say that's a person's past
even
matter?
if you've put a ring on my hands, I will divorce.
So there is an extent to which when you find out certain things about a person's past, it matters. So let's not be naive and trying to neglect everything. Oh, this thing doesn't care. It doesn't.
No.
Let me
matters.
Let me
when
make
it's-
example.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's say you are having sex. In the middle of sex, and the girl asks you, "Do you love me?" Do the girl expect you to say no?
If you say yes,
Yeah. So in the middle of we having something beautiful going on, and you tell me your past, what will you say? Will you quit?
you
see, that's why
that is
But
why I
this,
asked you a
this we
person.
were talking about law.
That's why I asked someone who says the person is a serial killer. There are serious offenses, things that people have done in their past and they never raised, and now they tell you they've killed someone before. In the first place, you remove yourself in the picture. Think about your maybe you've not had kids with the person yet, and you know that the law is the law, and one day, if it comes out, that means you've made some kids motherless. So sometimes it's not just about your comfortability alone. Do you look at it from that angle? Now you make. Yes. So the point you are trying to say, there's an extent to which a person's past matters when you are trying to
And that was what I said. If this person's past is what I can work with,
Good.
then it's okay. It's fine.
So in actual words, there are
But
some
if
things
they-
we cannot work with.
No.
Of course, there. I mean, to everybody, there's a limit.
You can
There's a
say it.
limit
You can
for
My
say
mind
it.
is blowing. Like I'm explaining to myself, and I'm also
Asking yourself question, yeah.
Because if let's say a serial killer,
Mm-hmm.
and I say no, I don't want you anymore. What shows I'm not going to be killed?
So you better run for your life.
I report you to the police that this is who you are, and he says, "Oh, I'm in with you." What will I do in that situation?
There are situations
This
where
is-
you have
Okay,
to run
wait.
for
That
your life.
situation.
I'm trying to find around it, but okay, for example, you reported me that I'm a serial killer, and the police arrested me, and I said, "Oh, my wife is my assistant in the
So that means
Take off
when
your
you find out about the person, because they are going to blackmail you,
Yes.
so you will now have to get stuck to it.
Yes, it's kind of confusing. You don't know how to deal with it.
All right, guys, like you say, all right, guys. So like I keep saying, this is a Lapotee show, and today we're having controversy. We are discussing about controversial relationship questions. You know, things that people need to ask themselves or ask their partners when they are going to a relationship, and it's getting heated here. So yeah, we are talking about whether the person is a serial killer. Are you going to stay? So Jay, now, so you are in 6 and 7 now.
I'm
Yeah.
confused. I'll
Yeah.
be really confused.
Yeah.
But if I love you, maybe I'll. They have people that have killed people and their wife are covering it up. They have kids that have killed people and their parents are covering it up.
But you know, in certain
That's
situation,
why.
this
That's why I still said, if I can work with it, if I can live with that your past, then come man, we'll begin to live life now. If I can, I mean, if,
So
if,
the,
if, that,
the,
if I
the,
can
the
live
serial
with that,
killer have stopped killing or still killing.
Stop killing and you know about that, you will not report.
No, for that I will not report.
And what shows he will not kill you? If you fuck up?
but let's
because
listen.
you don't stop now.
let's
because
let's
stop
let's be
now.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be fair. The truth is, it is very important that when you want to date somebody from the beginning onset, they tell you about them. That's what we're talking about, the kind of person they used to be. and
So
the
will the
past.
person tell you that I'm a serial killer?
So the things.
They can.
Let me tell you.
Especially as we're older and it feels like I'm about to die, then it tells
Yeah, yeah. But you see, once
For the first time in a
No, not the
relationship.
first time. The first time, that's why it's good to invest in investigating who you are trying to date. Find information. Information is the most important
Yes,
thing
than
in
asking
this
the
world.
person.
No, I'm trying to say try and find it before you get in. Once you get in, you are committed. You can't say because of you dated this girl, I'm quitting with you. No, or because you are serious. No, so you have to find who you're dating.
But I want to believe we as people, anytime you meet a person, probably they are not going to open up about their whole life for them. But you go in, there are certain things you want to know. So the very moment you start asking or finding out, and they tell you like, okay, then I'm okay. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't want to know all, but there is what, like you said, there is what you think I can deal with. There is what you know you can deal with. So the moment we tell you, okay, I'm not this, I don't do that, okay, it's enough. It's more like trying to go after somebody. There are certain things that when you see like, oh, it's okay. Sometimes you can't get somebody who can cook for you. You can't get somebody who likes cleaning the house. You can't get somebody who likes going to parties. You can't get somebody who wants to follow you to church. But you say, then you are not going to compromise. I'm like, if she's helpful at home, she likes to follow me to church, she doesn't necessarily need to give me the this and this and that. So that's the thing we're talking about. A person's past matters because there are certain things you want to know. Once you know those ones, the rest we can handle.
But I think the past, which is very
Comes to what
necessary,
I
is your
said.
health.
Yes, exactly.
Your health, your family health condition. Like maybe you are from a family that always have madness, sickness. That kind
It's
of
all
past.
part of knowing the person's
I
past.
prefer that you telling me early than in the middle of everything. That you tell me that at this
Yeah.
age you people have this.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm also saying that everything that you need to know early before you get in.
So in other words, a
Involve
person's
yourself
past matters when you are trying to go in a relationship. So, in our family, nobody gives birth. In our family, at 30, we all used to drink. In our family,
But is that a
if that's
past?
being
Is
That-
the family past?
Yeah,
It's also
that's
a
the
past.
past.
Like maybe she has been married before.
Or in the
and
past, there
couldn't
used to
give
be a
birth.
shrine in our house. You know, there used to be
Yes,
this.
yes, yes.
In a,
Oh, I think I'm trying to understand her question. Like you said, like in a family lineage that lineage that they are used to be mad, you know. And she asked, I mean, if that is in the past?
Yes.
Because her question there is right. If that is in the past or it is still there, that
you know, something can still be there. Maybe that's not gotten to there, but in our family, maybe it used to be like this. That's past in our families. You understand me? Let me say this. I dated a girl sometime, and she told me that, oh, in some years in Deutschland, maybe my parents used to do, they know my parents for doing drugs or for doing this or doing, and maybe the person felt like this is something that if I get to find out about maybe the family that I was trying to get into it, maybe I won't like. So she felt it was necessary for her to tell me first before I get to know. So I know the kind of family that I'm putting myself into. So that is their past. That is in their family, but it's past. She's no more involved. So that's why we're saying a person's past matters when you want to get into a relationship or with them.
And mostly, if you meet some people and they tell you about their past, sometimes it's because they want to change. So you shouldn't judge them by their past too, as well as we are all speaking.
Yeah.
Like we are not trying to tell you to judge people because of their past.
Exactly.
Sometimes we say our past so that our partner can help us
Yeah.
in case he sees some signs like
Yeah.
something is going to go off. Then
Exactly.
they will help us.
Yeah.
And that's all come together as love.
Yeah.
You can't be perfect. So you need to find a partner who has what you don't have. And you guys come to understanding and becomes love. So
Yeah, because so the point is, how can you be of help to a partner or somebody if you don't know their past or you don't know
So
what?
it's necessary to
exactly.
know.
So it's necessary to know about the
but
person's
but
past.
if we still
and are you
if
there?
we-
Where you stand is where you stand.
if we still calling this a past, I still see it as I still see it as a past.
Part of them.
No, as a past. If we say, for example, I'm a drunkard, then and I got to meet my wife, you know, and I told her I'm a drunkard. It's not the past. I am still a drunkard.
Yes.
But if I was a drunkard and I have left alcohol, then I told my wife I was a drunkard. Then it is a past. But I mean, I think this is being
Listen,
complicated here,
you
and
used to
I'm
drink.
not.
That's in your past. If you are still drinking, there's no need to tell the person. The person sees you drinking.
Yes.
So that's what we are talking about.
So,
What they used to do. That is
when
no
it
more
is
showing.
past, when it is past, it is what that has been done before,
Before,
is
and it doesn't
past.
matter.
Well, that's why I say when you know a person to exhibit a certain
No,
kind
it
of
matters
behavior.
at some point.
When
It
you
matters
listen, when you know a person to exhibit a certain kind of behavior in the past, you know they are likely, the probability of them going back to that behavior or what they used to do is nearer to 1 than 0.
And
That's
that
the
is
point
why
we are saying.
That is why I got to. That's why it's good to know the past. Then because it will help you maintain the future. I mean, the present, and build the future. And if that past is what you can live
Work
with,
with.
is what you can work with, then go on, right? But if it's not what you can work with,
Then you
Then
just
make a
move on.
decision.
Okay. So, all right, guys. So, like I keep saying, this is the Lapotee Show, and today we are here and we are talking about controversial relationship questions, things that people need to ask themselves when going into a relationship, that kind of a thing. And you guys all can hear what my panelists are saying. Sometimes we agree to disagree, so the conversation keep flowing. So, the next thing I want to find out or ask you guys: do you guys think that someone's belief matters? Someone's religious belief matters in a relationship? When you go into a relationship with a person, does the person's religious beliefs or backgrounds matters?
Yes.
Okay, this one you say yes because you are the church going type. Okay, all right. So okay, you say no, it doesn't matter. And Sanji, where do you stand?
Yeah, it does matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
It does matter. What about Nayo? Person's religious belief.
it matters.
It matters. What about you?
It matters.
Okay, you say it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why do you think it matters?
It matters because light and darkness can never be at the same place.
Ish. Okay, so which one is light and which one is darkness?
If I am a church-going person and my partner,
Doesn't go to church.
I don't think, and I can try to let him join me in church. But if he is insisting, I don't think it's good for me to continue.
Oh, okay.
See, everybody say there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Tunnel, okay.
And we don't respect the tunnel, the darkness, and we always appreciate the light, which is a big error to me, because you need to appreciate the darkness. How will I know I'm in the darkness till I see the light?
Okay.
So what she's saying, I'm trying to answer to what she's saying, that no. To me, I don't think it really matters.
All I can say is it's her choice and the
It's a
decision.
choice.
Yes.
I mean, that's why we're trying to see
But I
everybody's
would say it
opinion on the
matters.
situation.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I would say it matters not from her aspect.
Aspect, okay.
Yeah, I would say it matters. It matters because when you are in a relationship, serious relationship with someone whose religion is quite different from yours, there will always be a kind of conflict in the house. Between the both of you, there will always be a kind of conflict. And we know that religions is spiritualities, you know. So if you are a Christian, for example, and your partner is a Muslim, there will always be conflict in the house, you know.
Not
The-
always. There are some people.
yeah, there's some people, when people come to an understanding, to an extent to understand, but apart from that, there's always a confliction, you know.
But let me ask, don't you guys think, or Tanji, you want to say something before I... Or Jay, you want to say something before I
Are
go?
you trying to change the topic, or should?
No, I'm not changing. Say what
Let
you
me
want
give you
to
an
say.
example. Do you know some Germans don't believe in God? You know
Okay.
that?
Yes.
But they believe that when you are doing chairs, you need to watch each other's eye, because if it doesn't watch,
It's bad luck.
it's a bad luck.
Yeah, okay.
You believe in that, and you are telling me not to believe in God.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Well, that is what the person believes
So-
in. No, but
so-
Jay,
And this is
Jay,
why,
Jay,
so
Jay,
this is
the
why
question-
this is why
listen,
it
listen.
matters to know.
Yeah. So the
What-
I'm
question.
trying to say it doesn't matter, because I'm dating I'm married to a German woman, and that's what she believes. And she tells me that, oh, God is not real, but I believe in God. But still, we are there.
But you see, Jay, in
So
your
it's not
in your
about-
situation that you just explained, you know, there can be a situation whereby you are with someone and the person doesn't believe in religion at all. But the fact that the person is not stopping you from believing in what you believe is one thing. But there are situations whereby just because the person doesn't see any need for you to follow what you believe in. So that is when I feel like the
matters.
conflict or the
Exactly.
fight comes in.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't have issue with the person having her or his belief.
Then there must be a
Also,
compromise. There must be an understanding.
Exactly.
between the
Yes.
both of
But there are some people that they don't believe. Like, let's take, for instance, if a Muslim is dating someone who is a Christian, and they both and that is where that's where the problem comes in sometimes. Because if both of them are strong on their belief, at the point in time, one is trying to convince the other to join them in their faith, in what they believe. You understand me? But I think in situation whereby the both of them understand and say, if you are a Christian, go to your church. If you are a Muslim, go to your mosque. Then we are together. Then I think the understanding comes.
And when they give birth, what are the children going to
Listen,
do?
listen.
And sometimes when they give birth, I think some patterns of folks would say, okay, the child sees what we both believe in. If this child says he wants to go with mommy's religion, or want to go to papa's religion, or the vice versa, then I think that's what works. But the problem is when I think both of them are not giving each other space, that kind of a thing, to believe.
A house that's always
It's divided.
Issue like religion is not a peaceful house, and I'll never wish to be in that house.
That's why I
So,
said. That's why I said
religion
it matters. But that the both of you have the understanding or the compromise that okay, you are a Christian, do your Christianity thing. I'm a Muslim, I do my Muslim thing, you know. But we live together, and when we have kids, we are not to tell our kids what to choose or what to believe in. Let them grow up and choose the God for themselves, you know. And like God is too big for one to fight for. I don't understand why Christian and Muslim should be fighting.
Yeah, but you see,
No,
our
who
sister
said
here.
they are fighting.
No,
They don't.
well, our sister
Okay,
here
let's
said
see the
something.
conflict.
Our sister here said something. He said light and darkness cannot work together. So, are you saying when someone is if you are a Christian and someone is not a Christian, or someone have a different belief aside from you, the person is darkness and you are light.
No, I'm not trying to say that. I'm trying to say it in my relationship. That me, I am a church-going person, and my partner don't go to church or doesn't believe. If you doesn't believe, I don't have any problem. But you don't go to church and you are in different stuff. My heart, my soul will never appreciate what you're doing.
So if the person doesn't go to church and you go to church, the person is darkness and you are light.
And when the person is doing bad stuff, you understand. Not like I'm not perfect.
Okay.
No one is perfect, but we are all trying to be perfect.
Okay.
So I have found a partner. We all want to be perfect.
Okay.
You are a Christian, but you decided not to go to church. Because I will be going to church, you will be sitting in a bar, club. That is what I'm talking about. So me being in church, you are in club. Do you think that can be okay?
Why don't you pray for them?
Yes, that is what I'll tell you, that I have advised him, talked to him several times, but still he is doing what he's doing. Do you think can we?
So what it means that in the first place for you, if you want to date a person, if the person is not a Christian, does not go to church, it's a no-go. You don't even start.
No, it's not like I will not start because.
So why do you want to even go and start with darkness and then now saying light and darkness?
No,
Everyone is a light. Every human being is a light.
No. I'm saying based on what she said, Jay, right?
I don't care.
But Jay, I'm
No,
saying
we're
based
all
on what
light.
she said. She said light and darkness.
You
So-
know me, I was not a Christian. I was not going to church. I was not going to church, but later I found out that it's good for me to serve the Lord. And I know what I did in the past wasn't good for me. So I will not wish anyone to be in that situation.
Okay.
So me seeing the Lord now, I will not go back again to be with someone who is in that situation. So if
So past matter that. You see the past matter.
Yeah, let's continue. Go.
so, I will advise you. Maybe my partner will not be in my church or will not be a church going type. But if we meet and we talk, oh, this is my option. Why don't we give ourselves to Christ because he's really there? And you say, oh, yes, I want to give myself to Christ. Okay, that's good. No, I don't want to give myself to Christ. I drank, I do this. No, I cannot do this. You know, that is my path that I'm coming from.
Okay.
What if the person was the best man you ever had? He was the good man you ever had, but that issue, is it going to be a problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, for now, it's going to be a problem for me.
There is a problem.
So you would prefer to be in a relationship that's killing. You guys go to the same church and he doesn't respect you. He does,
Nine.
Then the
You
person
know,
who doesn't go to church
this is
and
a-
respect you
this
and
is-
give you the attention you actually need.
This is a whole topic on its own when it comes about religion and spirituality. You know, someone being religious, and someone being spiritual. You understand me? So I guess this is also a topic for another.
No,
Because
I'm
like you
trying
are
to-
saying, she's going to church with the same person. The person is killing, but the person is going to church. So just the fact that she's going to church with the person, then she knows the person is Christian or religious. Which one should I even put it? You understand?
No, you know, Christianity is in our heart. Being a Christian, it depends on your heart. Not like going to church every Sunday, but it depends on your heart. So it will take the grace of the Lord to find the right person. Maybe you will find somebody outside without knowing God, but through your life, the person will know God. That is what I'm talking about. It doesn't mean that I have to get a partner from my church, but maybe through my life, I can change the person to be a church-going person.
Why do you want to change him?
And before we know, we'll turn this whole thing to.
I
you wanna
think
see-
I
yeah.
still have something to say.
Okay, sure.
I say religion really matters because one thing I understand is that we have also our African tradition that we have and believe and so on. So I would like to pose a question to those that say it doesn't matter. There are some religions that you have to give away your blood. If you marry someone and say it doesn't matter and say you're married to me and he tells you I give away my blood. I believe in ancestral spirits. Like they give away. You won't care. And they tell you, no, for us to have money, we need to give away blood. We need to cut our skin and we give away blood. We need to do some sacrifices. And some, they'll tell you, now we need to sacrifice one of your relatives or your mom or your brother for us to get money. I've done it on my side. And these are real living things. And this is the question that religion and tradition,
Are you talking about something in the past? There's this
no,
thing
I'm
people
not talking
giving-
about past. I'm talking about things that exist now.
People are giving blood,
yeah,
like
they still do it. This is why I'm
as
asking.
sacrifice or
A
just for using the
sacrifice.
hospital.
No, not hospital. A sacrifice or
Sacrifice,
something like
yes.
that. If you say it doesn't matter and you marry someone, they tell you, no, if you're going to get married to me, we need to give away blood. This is like our African. There are some religions that are that. If you say you don't care, if you marry somebody who will tell you, and there are other churches that I know for my country, they give away blood. You see, so those kind of thing, it's a choice that you say it doesn't matter. I can marry you. We can always kill some, those kind of things. It's not only just maybe Muslim, Christian and stuff. It goes even deeper. So if you say it doesn't matter, you marry some girl from another country, they do that. And they tell you, this is what we do. If you love me, you say it doesn't matter. We're going to do that. You see, stuff like that. You see.
All right. So, guys, like I keep saying, we cannot always use one day to always discuss all these questions or all these topics that we come up with. So, I guess we want to bring this podcast to an end, and probably maybe next time we're still going to come up with another controversial relationship questions that we're going to talk about. So, for now, I just want to say bye and have a nice time. Ciao. You guys want to say something before we leave?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
follow me on Instagram.
Okay.
Mangrove Films. Yeah.
All right, very
And
nice.
also, my personal account is J Brolin. So yeah, get in touch.
You too?
Yeah, 10GK.
Okay. Nayo?
You guys, you all know your man Nayo. Follow me on Instagram, Nayo Vibes,
All right, guys. So, want to say thanks for watching. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.
Hello.